Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Tales from Retail. In today's episode, how to deal with rude people on Black Friday. Guy who won't buy from us because we supposed communists. I've been waiting longer than everyone else. Living room. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. How to deal with rude people on Black Friday. When it's a slow usual day in retail, I usually don't care how people talk back to me. I just want them out of the store ASAP. Black Friday was a different issue. The store had two lines. One that nearly reached the entrance, and another that had to loop around near the changing rooms. I was one of the assigned register people, and I'm doing my thing next to my other coworker who was also doing her thing. We were helping out both lines the best we could. While I'm checking out the lady in front of me her piles of sweaters and coats, asking her questions / paying with cash or their card / checking their rewards / the usual stuff, I keep hearing this woman behind her complaining about the wait. I don't make out details, but it's a lot of huffing, and every glance I made she was rolling her eyes. Finally, I print out the person's receipt and I thank her for her patience. Now I have to deal with this impatient hole. She walks up to the counter, slams her clothes down and says, "Did you really have to take that long? I want a faster checkout." I'm going as fast as I can. Well, do better. I'm not kidding. She said that. On Black Friday. And I lost it. Get out of my line. What? She, pointing to coworker, will be more than happy to help you when it's your turn after everyone else. Remember, the line was almost at the entrance, but get out of my line. I stared her down so that she knew I wasn't kidding, until she threw her hands up in the air and stormed out of them store. Was I in the right? Nope. Not even a little. But it felt so good. Especially since my manager didn't go after me for it and understood. FYI, she wanted 2 t-shirts. Guy who won't buy from us because we supposed communists. A little background: I work a retail online store mostly, and we do have people come in from time to time, but mostly online correspondence. This one customer just will not stop sending us email for a few days straight about the item he received being made in China. First email. You cannot imagine how disappointed I was when the chuck I just received was made in China. I'll never order from you again because by supporting the CCP, we are in effect allowing / supporting the takeover of America by the communists. Not on my watch. Second email. You sell crap made in China, I'll never buy from you again. Third email. And was I ever disappointed? The chuck was made in China, so that means you are supporting the CCP. Never again will I buy crap from you. What did I do with the chuck? I put it in my vise and cut it in 2, then melted it down in my forge. You could have at least been honest and stated the crap was made in China, but no, you'd rather support the CCP than be honest. Never again will I order anything from you, and I'll let my friends know as well. My boss told him. Hi Ken. Yes, many of our items are made in China and many of your items as well. If you have any of the following items, they all have made in China parts as well as assembled there too. Nails, screws, TV, cable box, phone, computer, wallet, watch, clothes, iPad, tablets, food, car, and many other things. Might as well become a nudist and be nomadic if you don't want to support the CCP at all. Live under a rock and you might never hear about China ever again. But do your research before being so bluntly rude and disrespectful in an email. We don't need your business, but you could have at the very least kept a professional manner instead of telling us you melted down the chuck. You just wasted your own money. Best regards. Owner. I've been waiting longer than everyone else. This actually happened today. The exact interactions between me and the customer are paraphrases. It should also be noted that today would be considered a busy day by normal standards, and we had multiple callouts, meaning we were short-staffed, and it's the holiday season. This was an interaction I had during a drive-up order, wherein the customer will place an order online, then 2 to 4 hours later they show up and park in one of 14 designated parking spots and we bring their order to their car. We were very busy at the time this took place. We had 2 people prepping orders, grabbing people's orders and placing them on carts to take out, and 2 people taking orders out non-stop. I grab my cart of about 7 different orders and head outside with my abhorrently slow work phone in tow that we use to process orders. We're behind, so I'm standing in a no parking zone in the parking lot, frantically scanning bags and moving from car to car giving people their orders. About halfway through my cart full of orders, I scan the bags for an order for, and head up to the passenger window. I type in their order confirmation and from behind me I hear, "Hey! I've been waiting longer than them." I ignore that comment and give the current customer at hand their order, wish them a nice day and resume emptying my cart of orders, all the while I can hear that one Karen saying that they've been waiting the longest. When I finish my round of orders, I'm heading inside when I hear Karen again yell, "Hey!" I walk up to her car window. "Yes ma'am, what can I do for you?" "I've been here longer than all those people." I quickly look at my cart and look back at her knowing my cart was already empty. "I'm sorry ma'am, I don't have your order." "What's the last name on the order so I can look it up?" "Smith, it wasn't actually Smith." I look up her order and see that, in fact, they had been waiting for a considerable amount of time. She'd been waiting 10 minutes, but there was 8 or so people who were there had been waiting for similar amounts of time, and I was just trying to complete as many orders as possible. I walkie the other people up front. "Yo, who's got the order for Smith?" "My supervisor over walkie, it's on cart 4. All the orders on cart 4 are here." I look back at her and say I'll be right back with your order. I head back inside, grab the cart with her order and 3 other orders, and head back out to the parking lot. I get to the no parking zone and purposely reserve her order for last, not only because she was being pissy, but because the other orders I had on my cart were only single item orders, making them faster to complete, whereas she had a full grocery list of items. I get to her and know I'm in for the worst. I scan the items in her order and walk up to her car window. "Is this how you treat your customers? Do you not give her people their orders in the order that they come in? This is ridiculous. Blah blah blah." "We do our best ma'am, but we're very busy right now. We're also short-staffed today, so we're doing the best that we can. I'm sorry that you've had to wait so long. Asterisk grumble grumble asterisk." She was driving a truck, so I asked, "Do you want your stuff in the bed or the back seat?" "Back seat's fine." I silently load her stuff into her back seat and wish her a good day. Living room. It's been over 15 years since I last worked in retail, but I feel the pain of all those required to work through the misery that is Black Friday. Or Green Friday, as toy stores, when such still existed, used to call it. So I thought I'd write this up, to hopefully entertain and amuse those of you working this year, when you get a break. I was a newly promoted store manager at a mall-based, now defunct, thanks, private equity firms, toy store. Early on in my tenure, I decided to go through the personnel files of my new-to-me staff to see if there was anything I needed to know. This was how I discovered that one of my assistant managers, one of 3 key holders, including me, was not just newly promoted but also recently hired. A warm body put in place, so I'd have the appropriate number of key holders when I started. Awesome. The only thing in her file was her job application, dated a couple months prior, so I take it out to look over. The job applications this company used at the time had a place for your name and address at the top of the first page, and space for your education information at the bottom of the first page. There was a space for the name of the school, and she put homeschool. Okay. There was a space for the address of the school, and the address she put matched the top of the application. Okay, so she lived with her parents. Fine, and not surprising because we didn't pay much, and she was just out of high school. There was a place for years attended, for, and degree earned, diploma. All well and good. And in the middle of this section, a place for the applicant to write in their area of study. Hers? Living room. Bonus related follow up story. Some months later, we had a store inventory that involved managers from other stores, my district manager, and any warm body that could count coming in after closing to get it done. Living room worked that morning and the next, because I had learned by that point that numbers confused her, and I wanted my inventory to be accurate. So she wasn't there when I told my district manager about her application. He didn't believe me and absolutely cracked up when I took it out to show him. He had to make a copy to take home to show his wife, his face bright red and tears in his eyes from laughing, saying, "You don't understand.